All right, so we're diving into utility tokens today.
It looks like you're really interested in getting past the hype to
Yeah.
the real value.
Exactly.
And you've sent over some really interesting sources here. We've got comparisons of potential gains.
Yeah.
We've got analyses of key partnerships.
Yep.
And we've even got some stuff about how to even think about the total addressable market, or TAM, for different types of utility tokens.
Yeah, we're talking XRP, XLM, Ethereum, HBAR, and Flare. We want to know...
A great selection.
Are they
deep dive, more than just speculative assets.
Yeah, and understanding that TAM, especially in relation to the tokens like specific utility, that's going to be key to sort of separating the potential from the pure speculation.
Absolutely. So first things first.
Yeah.
Let's get a clear definition. What exactly are utility tokens?
That's a crucial starting point.
Yeah.
Unlike security tokens, which represent investment and ownership.
Right. Utility tokens are more like keys that unlock specific services or features within a blockchain ecosystem.
So less about owning a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
And more about having access to a particular tool or service.
Precisely. Imagine having a membership card.
Okay.
That gives you access to a whole range of possibilities within a specific club.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so then how do we measure the value of these membership cards?
Right.
What makes one utility token more valuable than another?
That's where the concept of utility comes in.
Okay.
A utility token's value is directly tied to the usefulness of the services or features it unlocks.
Okay, so that seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But could you break that down a little more for me?
Sure.
What are some examples of how these tokens provide value?
Of course. So let's consider a few key categories.
Okay.
Some tokens, like Ethereum's ETH, act as fuel for the entire platform.
Right.
You need ETH to pay for transactions and to execute smart contracts.
So ETH is like gas for your car. But for the Ethereum blockchain, without it, things come to a halt.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then you have governance tokens.
Okay.
Which give holders the power to vote on decisions that affect the platform's development and future.
So think of it as having a say in the direction of that club that we mentioned earlier.
Right.
So it's not just about using the platform.
Yeah.
But potentially having a voice in how it evolves.
Right. And then there are tokens that grant access to exclusive features or services.
Okay.
Perhaps you get early access to new products, special discounts, or premium content.
Right.
It all depends on the specific ecosystem.
So the utility can come in many forms.
Exactly.
Powering the network, to having a say in its governance, to unlocking exclusive perks.
Precisely. And this is where our deep dive gets interesting.
Okay.
Let's look at the specific tokens you're interested in.
Terrific.
XRP, XLM, Ethereum, HBAR, and Flare. Each of these tokens aims to provide unique forms of utility.
Perfect. Let's start with XRP and XLM.
Okay.
A lot of the information you sent focuses on their role in cross-border payments. Is that their primary utility?
Cross-border payments are a huge market, potentially worth over $150 trillion annually.
Wow.
And XRP and XLM are both making significant strides in that arena.
From what I've gathered, XRP boasts over 300 banking partners on RippleNet.
Yes.
Its global payments network.
It's huge.
That's a serious network effect.
Indeed.
And XLM, through its partnership with MoneyGram, is focusing on facilitating those impactful humanitarian remittances.
Yes.
Making it easier and cheaper for people to send money across borders.
Yeah, a very important use case.
That's definitely a compelling use case.
Yeah.
But are they limited to just payments?
Well, while payments are their current strength,
right,
the crypto landscape is constantly changing.
Sure.
And with it, the potential applications of these tokens can expand.
Okay, so payments are a big focus,
right,
but we should keep an open mind about other possibilities. For sure. And what about Ethereum? It's often seen as the foundation for decentralized finance, or DeFi.
You're right. Ethereum is the OG of smart contracts.
Right.
And that's where a lot of the DeFi magic happens.
Yeah.
We're talking about a market some estimate to be worth between 20 and 30 trillion.
Wow.
Encompassing lending platforms, decentralized exchanges, and stablecoins.
So even bigger than the cross-border payments market.
Potentially.
Yeah. No wonder there's so much buzz around DeFi.
But keep in mind that while Ethereum pioneered this space, there are a lot of newer, faster blockchains emerging.
Okay.
All vying for a piece of that DeFi pie.
Ah, so competition is heating up.
Yes.
Even for the established players.
Uh-huh.
This brings us to HBAR.
Yeah.
The information you shared seems to position it as a key player for enterprise solutions.
Exactly. HBAR focuses on delivering super fast, low-cost transactions, which are critical for enterprise adoption.
Right.
And the fact that its governing council includes giants like Google, IBM, and Boeing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lends it a significant level of credibility.
So they're aiming to be the backbone of blockchain solutions for big businesses.
Right.
That's a pretty ambitious goal.
Ambitious, but certainly within the realm of possibility.
Right.
But again, it all comes down to real-world adoption.
Yeah.
And how effectively they leverage those partnerships.
Now, for the most intriguing one, at least for me, Flare.
Okay.
It seems like they're all about building bridges between different blockchains.
What's fascinating about Flare is their vision to connect all these currently isolated blockchains.
Yeah.
They're working with Ripple to bring smart contracts to XRP, Litecoin, and even Dogecoin.
Imagine the possibilities if they can pull it off.
I know, right?
But a truly interconnected blockchain world where value and information can flow seamlessly between different networks.
It's a bold vision, and if successful, it could fundamentally change how we interact with the entire blockchain ecosystem.
Okay, we got this overview of different types of utility and specific examples.
But how do we actually estimate the potential value of a utility token?
Right.
How do we separate the hype from the real potential?
That's where understanding the total addressable market, or TAM, becomes crucial.
So how do we apply this concept to, say, XRP and XLM?
Right.
We'd be looking at that $150 trillion cross-border payments market, right?
Yes, but it's not that simple.
Oh,
Even within that massive market, we need to consider factors like competition and the actual adoption rate.
Right. Just because the market is huge doesn't mean any single token will conquer it entirely.
Exactly. Let's take Ethereum as another example.
Okay.
It's deeply embedded in the DeFi ecosystem, which is estimated to be worth somewhere between 20 and 30 trillion.
Right.
But as we discussed, there's increasing competition from other blockchains.
So even with a massive TAM, factors like competition and real-world adoption will ultimately determine a token's success.
Absolutely. It's not just about the size of the market. It's about a token's ability to capture a significant share of that market.
Yeah.
And deliver real value to its users.
This is all incredibly insightful.
Great.
But I'm curious about the numbers.
Okay.
You mentioned potential price targets for these tokens.
Yeah.
Where do those come from?
Those are typically derived by analyzing a token's current price, its circulating supply, and projections of its future market share within its target TAM.
Okay, so we're looking at the token's current value. How many tokens are out there, and how much of its potential market it might realistically capture.
Right, and it's important to remember that these are just estimates.
Sure.
Often based on a specific set of assumptions that may or may not play out as predicted.
Got it. So while those potential price targets can be exciting to look at, they should be taken with a grain of salt.
Precisely. The crypto market is incredibly dynamic. And countless factors can influence a token's price, including market sentiment, regulatory developments, technological advancements, and overall adoption trends.
So a lot of variables are at play. And these price targets are just one piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. They can provide a glimpse into the potential upside, but they're certainly not a guarantee of future returns.
This is all incredibly helpful in understanding the complexities of utility tokens.
Good.
And how to assess their potential value.
Yeah.
It's clear that there's more to it than just hype and speculation.
Indeed. And as we move forward in our deep dive, we'll explore these concepts in more detail, examining the specific utility of XRP, XLM, Ethereum, HBAR, and Flare, and how their potential aligns with their target markets.
That sounds great. I'm eager to learn more about the specific use cases of these tokens and how they're being applied in the real world.
Let's delve deeper into that in the next part of our deep dive.
That's all good.
All right.
All right, so we've laid a solid foundation for understanding utility tokens. Now let's dive deeper into the specific use cases and real-world applications of the tokens you're interested in.
That's a great next step,
Yeah.
as we've discussed.
Yeah.
Understanding a token's utility is key to assessing its potential value.
Right.
Let's revisit XRP and XLM.
Okay.
While they're currently recognized for their role in cross-border payments, it's crucial to look beyond that.
You mentioned earlier that the crypto landscape is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
So even if a token's primary utility is in one area right now,
Right.
that could change in the future.
Exactly. Take XRP, for instance.
Okay.
Beyond facilitating cross-border payments, it's also being explored for use in micropayments, decentralized exchanges, and even supply chain management.
So its utility could expand beyond just moving money across borders.
For sure.
What about XLM?
Yeah.
Are there similar explorations happening with its use cases?
Absolutely. XLM's low transaction fees and fast transaction speeds make it suitable for a variety of applications beyond remittances. It's being explored for uses in tokenized assets.
Interesting.
Loyalty programs, and even voting systems.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So while XRP and XLM are making waves in the payments space, their potential applications are much broader.
Right.
Now let's shift our focus to Ethereum.
Okay.
We talked about its dominance in the DeFi space.
Yeah.
But are there other areas where its utility shines?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Ethereum's smart contract capabilities have opened up a world of possibilities beyond DeFi. It's being used to create non-fungible tokens.
NFTs.
NFTs, yeah.
Right.
Power decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs.
Okay.
And even build decentralized gaming platforms.
So it's like a foundational technology that can be used to build all sorts of decentralized applications.
Precisely.
Okay.
Ethereum's versatility is one of its key strengths. However, as we mentioned earlier, it's facing increasing competition from newer blockchains that are faster and more scalable.
Yeah. So its future dominance is not a given.
Right.
Now, what about HBAR?
Okay.
We talked about its focus on enterprise solutions.
Yes.
Can you give us some concrete examples?
Of course.
Of how it's being used in the real world?
Certainly. HBAR is being used by companies like Avery Dennison to track products through the supply chain, by Standard Bank Group to facilitate cross-border payments.
Interesting.
And even by the government of the Republic of Maldives to secure its national digital identity system.
Those are some pretty impressive real-world applications.
Yeah, they're really interesting.
It sounds like they're making good on their promise of providing enterprise-grade solutions.
They're certainly making headway. Their focus on security, scalability, and cost efficiency is resonating with large organizations looking to implement blockchain technology.
Let's talk about Flare.
Okay.
Their vision of connecting different blockchains sounds incredibly ambitious. Are there any specific projects or partnerships that demonstrate their progress toward that goal?
Definitely. Flare's partnership with Ripple is a prime example. They're working to bring smart contract functionality to the XRP ledger, which would open up a whole new world of possibilities for XRP.
Right.
They've also partnered with Litecoin to bring DeFi capabilities to the Litecoin network.
So they're not just talking about interoperability.
Right.
They're actively building the bridges to make it happen.
Exactly. Their approach is to integrate with existing blockchains rather than trying to create a new one from scratch.
Smart.
This allows them to leverage the existing communities and infrastructure of these networks.
That's a smart strategy.
Yeah.
It seems like they're making significant strides towards realizing their vision of a truly interconnected blockchain ecosystem.
Their progress is certainly worth watching.
Yeah.
If successful, they could unlock tremendous value for users across multiple blockchains.
All right, we've explored the specific utilities of these tokens and seen how they're being applied in the real world.
Right.
This gives us a much clearer picture of their potential.
Yeah, definitely.
And remember, the information you provided included some potential price targets.
Yes, it did.
For these tokens.
Yes.
Right, it's December 25th, 2024.
Okay.
And we've got this table with some potential price targets for XRP, XLM, Ethereum, HBAR, and Flare based on today's prices.
Remember, these are just estimates, not guarantees.
Right, of course.
But they can help us understand the potential scale of gains.
Right.
If these tokens successfully capture a significant portion of their target markets.
Okay, let's break it down.
Yep.
The table shows that XRP has a potential gain of over 4,500%.
Wow.
That's quite impressive.
It certainly highlights the potential upside.
Yeah.
But again, we need to be cautious with these numbers.
For sure.
A lot can happen between now and then.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The table also shows that XLM has a potential gain of over 27,000%.
That's amazing.
It's even more remarkable.
It speaks to the excitement surrounding its role in financial inclusion and cross-border payments.
Right.
But again, remember, these are just projections.
Got it.
Yeah.
Moving on to Ethereum, the table shows a potential gain of around 1,000%.
Okay.
Still significant.
Yeah.
But perhaps more grounded considering its already established position in the market.
That makes sense. Ethereum is a more mature asset. compared to some of the others on this list. So the potential for exponential growth might be comparatively lower.
What about HBAR?
Yeah.
It has a potential gain of over 15,000%, according to this table.
That's indicative of the growing interest in enterprise-grade blockchain solutions.
Right.
And HBAR's position as a leading contender in that space.
Finally, we have Flare.
Okay.
With a potential gain of over 8,000%.
Wow.
Their vision of interoperability is clearly generating a lot of buzz.
Their potential to connect different blockchains and unlock new possibilities is a key factor driving that excitement.
It's fascinating to see how these potential price targets align with a specific utility and target markets of each token.
Indeed. And while these figures are speculative, they can help us visualize the potential scale of gains.
Right.
If these tokens deliver on their promises.
This has been incredibly helpful in understanding how to evaluate the potential of utility tokens.
Great.
We've moved beyond the hype and looked at real-world applications, analyzed potential price targets, and considered the importance of TAM.
And as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, it's crucial to remember that the crypto market is constantly evolving.
Yes.
New developments and challenges can emerge, rapidly impacting a token's trajectory.
So continuous learning and staying informed are key.
Absolutely. The journey of understanding and evaluating utility tokens is an ongoing process.
It's been a fascinating journey so far, exploring these utility tokens and, going beyond the hype to understand their real potential.
I agree. We've uncovered a lot of valuable insights about how these tokens function, their unique utilities and their potential impact on various industries.
We talked about XRP and XLM both making strides in cross-border payments, but also expanding into other applications.
Exactly. And then there's Ethereum, the foundation for DeFi, and a versatile platform for building decentralized applications, although it faces growing competition.
Right. HBAR is gaining traction with its enterprise-grade solutions, securing supply chains, and even national identity systems.
And Flare, with its ambition to bridge different blockchains, is pushing the boundaries of interoperability.
It's clear that the world of utility tokens is dynamic and constantly evolving.
For sure.
What are some key takeaways for our listener who is trying to make sense of all of this and perhaps even considering adding some of these tokens to their portfolio?
That's a great question. First and foremost, I'd emphasize the importance of understanding the fundamentals. A token's utility, its real-world applications, and the size and potential of its target market. These are the factors that drive long-term value.
So it's not about chasing the hype or trying to get rich quick, but rather about identifying tokens that are solving real problems and have a clear path to adoption.
Precisely. It's also crucial to conduct thorough research.
Okay.
Don't rely solely on headlines or price predictions.
Right.
Dive into the details, explore the technology, understand the team behind the project, and assess their track record.
That makes sense. It's like investing in any other asset class.
Yeah.
You want to understand the fundamentals and make informed decisions.
Exactly.
What else should our listener keep in mind?
Remember that the crypto market is inherently volatile.
Right.
Prices can fluctuate dramatically, even for tokens with strong fundamentals. So it's essential to approach this space with a long-term perspective and a healthy dose of caution.
We've seen those potential price targets.
Yeah.
And while they can be exciting, it's crucial to remember that they're just projections.
Exactly. The future of any cryptocurrency, even one with promising utility, is never certain.
Right.
External factors, technological advancements, regulatory changes, and market sentiment can all play a significant role in shaping a token's trajectory.
So don't go all in on any single token, no matter how promising it might seem.
Yeah.
Diversification is key.
Absolutely. Spreading your investments across multiple tokens with different utilities and target markets can help mitigate risk.
Right.
And never invest more than you can afford to lose.
That's sound advice for any investment, especially in a market as dynamic as crypto.
For sure.
What are some final thoughts you'd leave our listener with as they continue to explore the world of utility tokens?
I'd encourage them to embrace the learning process.
Okay.
The crypto space is constantly evolving with new innovations and challenges emerging all the time.
Yeah.
Stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged with the community.
There are some incredible resources available.
Yeah.
Forums, podcasts, research reports. and even online courses. It's never been easier to access information about blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies.
You're right. The key is to be discerning, critically evaluate the information you encounter.
Yeah.
And most importantly, never stop learning. The journey of understanding and potentially investing in utility tokens is an ongoing process.
And as with any journey, it's about enjoying the process.
Yeah.
The discoveries along the way and the potential for growth and learning.
Well said. I believe the potential of blockchain technology and these utility tokens is truly transformative, and it's exciting to be a part of this evolution.
I could agree more. This deep dive has been a fantastic exploration, and I hope our listener feels empowered to continue their own exploration of this fascinating space.
Remember, the future of this technology is still being written, and we all have the opportunity to be a part of it.
Back it up like it's on. Bump, 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 bump it, bump, bump it, bump. Take it. Bump, 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 bump it, bump, bump. Back it up like it's on.